Hi, this is Kelly from Crafty Kelly's at www.craftykelly.co.uk. Today I'm going to be bringing you another project from my Altenew education programme. So this is class 7 and all about stenciling. So I'm going to be using the Floral Drape stencil by Altenew. I'm also going to be using one of the stamps from the lovely Labels, or Label Love stamp set. I'm going to be using the Thank You. I've got some stamping card from Stampin' Up, which is a Whisper White, and I have a card base made from the thick Whisper White from Stampin' Up. I'm going to be using 2 inks, so this is like quite a low product use card, and it's a 1-layer wonder, which is fabulous. Oh, we've also got like a fine liner pen which we'll need, so I'm using just a green and a red. I've already gone ahead and just stuck down with some low adhesive tack tape to kind of create like a hinge. I had a play with it earlier, and I really liked the way the card turned out, so I decided that we were going to do that. So I'm just going to tuck my piece of cardstock in so that it fits nicely. And you've got kind of those elements. Now what I did earlier is I didn't go all the way up to this line, so I ended up having to trim the bottom of it off, so I don't want to have to do that now. Just going to get a sticky note just to stick on this top bit, just to make sure that it doesn't move around. But I'm happy with my positioning. I haven't got it overlapped going off the page here because I want that kind of definite kind of edge. I'm going to first go in with my red. I'm just using a sponge dauber for this because there's obviously lots of different sponge tools you can use, and I've gone for the dauber just because it's a little bit smaller. My blending brushes are a bit too thick, and the Ranger blending tool with the circle pads I felt was a bit too thick as well. So I'm not too fussed if I go over too much. This isn't a precision card, I'll say. This is a messy, lovely, yeah, you don't have to be too precise with all your colours, which I think I like that a lot, and the way this card came out. So I am trying to stay within my lines, but I've gone over a bit there, but green will go over it. So I'm just going to do all the flowers in this lovely red. And I'm trying to make sure I get a nice crisp line, and don't go back and forth because there are parts of the stencil that will lift, and well, that's not quite what you're going for, is it? I'm trying to keep the stenciling within the stencil. Okay, so I think I've covered all the red patches I wanted to. So I'm just going to change over to the green. And the green becomes quite a useful one because it becomes like my kind of like a dark outline as well as my leaves, and I'll show you as we go. So I'm going to come in here with this stencil, so I'm sweeping down wherever there is like a bit here that will lift up. I can't lift it up now. I work down so I don't catch it. That work that I found has worked well doing that. I'm not so fussed because I'm coming over the edge, because we're actually going to go around all the flowers with that kind of dark green, just to give it a bit more, like a bit of a shadow, a bit of a tone, a bit of a colour blend, just a little bit more interest. like this card because I could just make batches of them if I wanted to for shows and so on. So now I've done all my flowers, I'm just going to take the green, not with too much ink on, and just run it round the edge of my flowers. Ooh, see, that's why I need to be a bit more careful. That's why going slow is definitely the best option. Okay, nearly done. So I'm happy with that, I think. So we'll lift up to reveal how it looks. So I did smudge a bit there, but that's because, like I said, I went too fast. That's fine. So now we can take this off. And it kind of just, it looks lovely the way it is, but I actually wanted to add in some detail. So I'm just taking a fine line on my pen, and I'm just going to draw in my own detail. And it doesn't have to be neat, and I am definitely no illustrator. But I'm just going to try and follow the kind of lines that are kind of already made. So for my leaves and for the petals. And it really doesn't matter how scruffy this is because, well, it's your own way of doing it. And every one will be a little bit different. So I've done all my flowers, my leaves. So now I'm just going to twist it around, have a look at it, go, okay, so I've got a petal that comes up here. Do I want that one to go all the way down? So I'm going to bring it in. Some petals overlap, some don't. And the same here, so bring it round. Now, I'm loving it. I'm just going to add like a squiggle in the centre, just to add something. How am I feeling with that? I think I'm just going to bring in one there. Yeah, I think I'm cool with that. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. And now I'm going to stamp my sentiment. So I'm just going to bring my load and fold in. And I want my sentiment to sit about there. That sticky note, I'm just going to pop back in. I think I've got a bit of low tack tape which I've tried to unsticky just by putting it on and off my jeans a couple of times. Just going to position the thank you about there. Pick it up. And we're just going to use the Altenew black. Yeah, the jet black ink. So you could stamp this and then cut this out and layer it up, but I kind of just wanted to go straight on. I've got a little patch there. we go, lovely. Now all we're going to do is we're going to raise that up on some dimensionals and pop that on, so it's a really lovely, quick and easy really, one layered card. So this is our one layered wonder stencil effect with doodling card, all finished. I love the way it's come out. If you wanted, you could put some Wink of Stella on to give it a bit of sparkle. I'm quite happy with it the way it is at the moment. But you can find me at www.craftykelly.co.uk and find out what other projects I'm working on. So this has been me, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye!